Hi guys, my name is Jaqueline Ramirez and I'm going to be going over my UDL reflections for the semester. So I wanted to start off with my s'more because it was the very first one that I did and also the one that I enjoyed doing the most, and I'm actually very happy that I chose to do this for my assignment because it also kind of helped me for a final reflection that we're doing right now as well. But anywho, I remember when I was first doing this assignment and I was looking at some of the other templates and examples. At first, I was very intimidated because um, it looks very professional. It looks kind of like a blog. So when I was seeing some of the examples that other people had posted on how they did their s'more, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to take me a really long time. I'm not very tech savvy either. So ironically, my mom is probably better at technology than me, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone when it comes to technology. But I know that it's a very important part of being an educator, especially right now with technology being such a huge part of the learning process in schools nowadays. So I really wanted to strengthen my technology skills, so that's why I took on this challenge. And I was really happy I did because it really wasn't that difficult. Everything was very easy to access. I was so impressed by how I could kind of customize it and how creative I could be with the s'more. And I actually incorporated the s'more with some of the other assignments in my class. I had a psychology class and I did a little presentation. I actually used s'more to report my findings and some other things. So I'm already actually incorporating it in some of my other classes. So I think it's a very useful tool to have. Anyways, I'm going to go into it really quickly. So I did my s'more on the first few chapters of our textbook that we read in the beginning of the semester. So this went over the different type of learning styles. I was so happy that I was also able to add pictures to further, make it fun, creative, and kind of just make it me. I really like seeing visuals. I think presentations with visuals are more interesting, captivating. So I was so happy to see that I could kind of add my own little pictures and stuff to it. So I talked about the different learning styles, and then I talked about the application of the learning styles into the classroom. And I didn't write that much, little paragraphs here, just kind of going over the main ideas. What I really enjoyed was the fact that I was able to also add other videos in here. So I added this video called Get Tricky with It because going back to the different learning styles, sometimes it's easier for students who are more visual or need rhythms, rhymes, music to help with memorization. This was just kind of another example of how we could take, different songs, things that are very popular for kids, and kind of incorporate it into their education. So I'm going to play a little bit of this video just so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
IG, all up in my eye. Soka, Toa, will tell you where to go. You just gotta know about H-A-N-O. Everybody looking at a glance at the box. The H-Y-P is sitting across. Theta, theta, is that the eta, eta? So on it, for the look, I don't mark it. Beside you ain't touching, it's the O-P-P. Making it tricky, we want you to see. Yo, what's that last side?
So yeah, if you guys want to check this out, it's called Getting Tricky with It. It'll probably be one of the first videos that pop up on YouTube if you search it up like that. But it's a really great video, and it further helped me explain my point about being able to incorporate different types of tools for children who have different types of learning styles. Moving forward, my second UDL that I did that I wanted to present was the written one. Now I know that this one wasn't I guess as fun or creative as some of the other ones. I know there was meme reflections, some other things that we could have done that we could have been more creative on. But the reason I wanted to bring this up was because, as I mentioned before, I'm not really that comfortable with technology. I know the bare minimum to get around, but when it comes to kind of getting around on my computer or finding different websites and things to use, it's very hard for me. So the fact that Professor DeWalt was able to provide an activity for his students to do that was more familiar and something that we knew how to do was very, very important to me, and I'm very happy that he was able to allow this opportunity for his students, because as I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure there's other people out there who either they're not tech savvy or they enjoy writing to get their points across. And so I'm really happy that he was able to provide this option for me, because in the beginning of the semester I was a little bit nervous, and I didn't know how to access or get help on a lot of tools. So the fact that I was able to kind of rely on this assignment, well, not rely, but I knew that I could use the written reflection if I needed to. And it was kind of a crutch for me, because I knew that if I was having issues with anything else, at least I had something that was familiar and safe for me. And also, it just helps me also perfect, my writing style, the formatting. Every paper that I write, no matter, how familiar I am with writing, helps me, um, just better my skills in writing. So this is just kind of going over how my UDL reflection looked like. I did about 2 pages, and I added some resources, some quotes from the books that we're reading, and yeah, and that was it. I also had a lot of fun writing this, and again, as I just want to say, I was really happy that we were also given this option, and I hope you guys had fun making your UDLs too. Thank you.